Hi everyone, I'm Ashmeet and I'm here to talk about change management. Change management is a systematic process of dealing with change or transformation of an organization's goals, motives, targets, or technologies. The main aim of this management is to implement processes that will help the people to get adapted to the changes and the company to control the changes. Now, the strategies for the same involve an organized method to control and request the changes needed, considering how the organization, the employees, the customers, or the technologies will adjust to the same. There should be a process of planning and initializing the change, testing and checking the change, talking about the change, then implementing the change, and finally documenting the change and considering its effects. By the way, have you all faced any difficulties in evaluating the changes of a project? Let us know in the comments below. Now, there are types of organizational changes. Let's know what those are. 1. Developmental change, which deals with the improvement or change in the projects that were previously developed. The second is transitional change, which deals with changes that will shift the company's present state into a new state to solve some complex problems like acquisitions or automation. Then the third is transformational change, which deals with the change in the workflow or the culture of the organization fundamentally. But who are the people who are dealing with the change or the need for the change? The project managers. The project manager will look into the change requests, the need for the change, and the effects that will be on the project. But this is done keeping in mind certain criteria. How will the project scope be affected after change evaluation? How will the project schedule be affected after the changes? What are the costs that will be incurred? Will there be a reduction or an addition of costs? Will the project quality be compromised after the change has been implemented? The human resources. Do we have enough skilled labor for the changes to be implemented, or will there be a need for an addition of skilled labor? Communication of the change to the customers, to the stakeholders for their knowledge in proper time. The risks involved. Will there be any risks of financial, physical, technical, or logical nature? The procurement of the project. Then the stakeholders. How will the stakeholders' excitement or motivation level be affected due to the changes? As a recommendation, I would like to recommend you the book HBR's 10 Must Reads on Change Management. I will drop the link in the description below. There are 4 basic principles of change management, which are understand the change, plan the change, implement the change, and communicate the change. You first focus on the benefits of the change, the effects of the change to the team members and the customers, or the negative aspects of it. And then, according to that, you plan the change and its after effects. The next step will be to implement the change, which has to be checked regularly so that there are no issues. And finally, you have to communicate the change to the stakeholders, to the people involved, and tell them the reason behind the changes. There are a few models that justify the need for change management. One being ADKAR model. It is created by Jeff Hyatt and it consists of 5 steps. Awareness of the need for the change, desire to participate and support the change, knowledge about how to change and the ability to implement the change and behaviors, and 5th is the reinforcement to sustain the change. The next model is Kotter's 8-step process for leading the change. It is created by Harvard University professor John Kotter, and this has 8 steps. The first is increasing the urgency for the change. The second is creating a powerful coalition for change. The third is creating a vision and communicating it. The fourth is removing any obstacles involved. The fifth is creating short-term wins. Sixth is building on them. And seventh is anchoring the change in the corporate future. The final model that we will be discussing is McKinsey's 7S. This model was designed by Robert H. Waterman and Tom Peters, and it consists of 7 S steps: shared values, strategy, structure, system, style, staff, and skills. So, keeping all of this in mind, change management can be implemented smoothly, and this will better your process of project management. I hope that this video helped you gain some knowledge. For more such educational videos, please check out the Pixel Labs YouTube channel. I'll see you again. Goodbye.